Bansou Sentai Kizunager, Bond 30, The Kizunagers and the Kizuna Slayer's Revenge. When the Kizunagers, Togo, Shouichi, Logi, Takina, and Yhra, are piloting the Maximum Kizuna Kaiser to face against the Absolute Kizuna Slayer who is under the control of the Tokumei Bondki, Takina Ichikawa, Kyohiro Shindo, Kizuna White, alongside Shouichi Ikigami, Kizuna Crimson, and Tsujitigan, Kizuna Black, are figuring out a way to regain control of the Guardian Kizuna Beasts from the Bansouenders until the Kizunagers were saved by the Kizuna Master who showed up to teleport them to safety to come up with a plan to save the Guardian Kizuna Beasts and Takina. Meanwhile at the Falling Kit in another world, the Kizunagers were confused about why the Kizuna Master dragged them out of the fight since the Bansouenders have regained control of the Guardian Kizuna Beasts and combined them to form their newest robot to use against them. But the Kizuna Master explains Togo and his friends that since Kyohiro, Shouichi, and Souji were the ones who tamed the Kizuna Slayers to revert them back into the Guardian Kizuna Beasts, they have to be the ones to tame them again to regain control of them again. This made the Kizunagers relief that they have a way to regain control of the Guardian Kizuna Beasts again, but they are still worried about Takina since the Bansouenders has turned her into a Bondki monster. But the Kizuna Master explains to them that he hired Takina to be his eyes and ears to give him news about the Bansouenders and what they are planning. The Kizuna Master used the Kizunager Legend Bond plate to form a contract with Tega Sword, from number 1 Sentai Kizunager, to allow Takina to have the abilities of her original counterpart, Gozu Unicorn, to help him and the Kizunagers in their battle against the Bansouenders as well as being an ally to other Super Sentai heroes across the multiverse. Just then, Professor Pythagoras and Patchwork alerts the Kizunagers that Tokumei Bondki has returned along with the Absolute Kizuna Slayer to wreak havoc across the kingdom of Avalost City to lure the Kizunagers out of hiding to fight them. So now the Kizuna Master possessed Professor Pythagoras' body to assist Togo and his friends to battle against the Bansouenders to regain control of the Guardian Kizuna Beasts and free Takina from her dark bonds. Meanwhile in the city of Mezes, the Tokumei Bondki is leading a group of Anglicans and the Absolute Kizuna Slayer to cause destruction across the kingdom. Togo and his friends showed up at the scene to put an end to the Bansouenders' plans as they pull out their bond plates and insert them into their Kizuna braces to transform into the Kizunagers: red, crimson, green, black, white, knight, rise, magus, and master, to battle against the group of Anglicans to make their way towards the Tokumei Bondki while Togo summons the Kizuna Beasts to form the Elemental Kizuna Master to battle against the Absolute Kizuna Slayer, while Togo pilots the Kizuna Master with Yhra, Kyohiro, Shouichi, and Souji to regain control of the Guardian Kizuna Beasts. Logi along with Shouji, Takina, and the Kizuna Master managed to defeat the Anglicans as he pulls out the Bioman Legend Bond plate and inserts it into his Kizuna brace to perform Red One's Fire Sword attack with the Holy Sword's second form, Dragrath, to finally defeat the Tokumei Bondki for good. But then Zaku Racer showed up and ignites the Go Busters bonded key again to revive the Tokumei Bondki to grow gigantic to assist the Absolute Kizuna Slayer to battle against the Kizunagers. Just then, Kyohiro along with Shouichi and Souji used the Bond Bind attack to restrain the Absolute Kizuna Slayer a bit to make their way into its cockpit to cleanse all of the dark Bond energy inside of them to bring them back to the light. So now Kyohiro, Shouichi, and Souji ignite their bond energy with the Guardian Kizuna Beasts to bring them back to their side as they renamed the Absolute Kizuna Slayer to call it the Yin Yang Kizuna Kaiser to fight alongside the Kizunagers. As Togo and Yhra calls upon the hopeful Kizuna Scepter for the Elemental Kizuna Master to use to perform the Elemental Kizuna rebuild to weaken the Tokumei Bondki a bit. Kirihiro along with Shouichi and Souji performed the Yin Yang Kizuna attacker to finally defeat the Tokumei Bondki for good to free Takina from her dark bond energy, while the Kizuna Master retrieves the Go Busters bonded key as it transforms into the Go Busters Legend Bond plate. Back at the falling kit, Takina thanked the Kizunagers for saving her life from her dark bond energy and apologized to them for almost letting the Bansouenders regaining control of the Guardian Kizuna Beasts. Togo and his friends forgive Takina and explains that they are relieved that she's safe and they are honored to have someone to keep an eye on the Bansouenders to prevent them from stopping the Kizunagers from creating a new world. So now Shouichi and Souji bids farewell to the Kizunagers as they return home to control of their duties to ignite the people's bonds to help the Kizunagers make their dream come true, while Takina and the Kizuna Master also bid farewell to them as they continue on their mission to put an end to the Bansouenders' schemes once and for all.